Hello, welcome back to this Let's Play of episode 2 of the Council, Hide and Seek apparently. Last episode we basically investigated Elizabeth's death, and we came to the conclusion that I don't know who it is. Like, the evidence points at Jack, but it's too obvious. I refuse to go down that path. It feels like a setup. It feels like he is taking the heat for someone else. I'm not going to fall for it. And anyway, this is apparently a room that our mother was in quite a lot during her brief stay here, so we're going to go see if she's left any clues behind as to what happened to her. Okay. Oh, we've got a harp. We've got a vase. A Cersei. Whatever that is. Apparently it's a coin. Pots. Fireplace. Anything interesting in the fireplace?
Papers in the chimney. There's a legible fragment left. Hey, I recognize my mother's handwriting.
Do you? Because I've had to use skills to get that in the past.
A safer way to communicate. Someone is onto us. Trust in my faith in the man with the sword. So Mother had an accomplice here. Who could it be? Who could she be suspicious of? I must find the next part. Faith, sword. I recognize her love of riddles there.
It's not really a riddle, is it? Just find a man with a sword. Probably a painting, or a statue if the last one's anything to go by.
Dante's Paradise.
Why is there Dante books everywhere?
Be assured, for what comes up here from the mortal world must ripen in our rays.
Okay.
What is this disc?
I don't know. I'd rather not spend a point just to look at the thing. Let's just take it. Lodestone. What does that do? A round magnet. Oh, okay. Magnet now then. That wasn't exactly very well hidden, Mother. Oh, consult my notes. She says we must find a safer way to communicate. Someone is onto us. Trust my fated man with a sword. That would have been a useful thing to be able to do when I was investigating Elizabeth. Would have been nice just to press a button and see what I've already learned. Fine, don't give me that then. Does anyone here have a... Hello? What's...
St. Paul on the road to Damascus by Caravaggio.
Examine the painting. I remember the story.
Caravaggio attained a magnificent command of black and the play of colors too. Paul facing an ordeal, the curtains of his illusions being raised, and receives the light from his Savior.
How moving? Okay, completely useless. Hello. Oh, for God's sake, Camelot Water. Well, to be fair, there are things I can use my abilities on if I'm not desperate to pick it up.
The door appears to be locked on the other side.
Great. Mortimer, how am I supposed to help you if you do things like this? Well, I'd like to open it. Let's pick the lock. Oh, okay, never mind.
I think I heard something fall to the ground. A metallic
Force
sound.
open the door, pick the lock. How do I open it?
Use
Use a disc. Well, it's a magnet.
It works.
Ah, that's... Well, that's suspiciously easy. Why would you waste abilities on that when the magnet's literally in that room? It's not even that well hidden. Oh, okay. What have we got in here? A box.
A chest with the occult symbol representing air.
I don't think I have air. I think I have earth. Hang on. Use the left. What do you mean there's a left key and a right key? I have the right key apparently. Do I? No. I don't have the right key. Do I have the left key? No. Okay. Move away then. So I'm supposed to find keys? Oh, each of those chests have 2 keys? Oh, that's going to be really
The
annoying.
New Testament.
Analyze the book. What is it? It's the Bible.
A volume of the Gutenberg Bible.
I know what the
This
Bible
volume
is.
dates from the first edition by Gutenberg. It's the first book that was ever printed. The pages are covered in annotations in Latin, French, and Hebrew. Someone spent years studying this Bible.
It's the first book and you annotated it? How dare you?
Incredibly precious. I believe this is the book my mother referred to when calling upon the Lord.
Okay, leave. Oh my god. Hang on, wait. Was actually anything interesting? Oh god. Oh god. Oh my god, there's so much. Okay, nope. I'm probably going to have to,
I guess
but
I'll
I'm
just
not
come back
looking
later.
through all that now. Right, anything else we got here? Observe the painting.
St. John, painted by Guido Rini.
Oh god, I am gonna have to read about them, aren't I?
Several
Sophish.
portraits of apostles, all signed by Guido Rini. Looks like someone touched this commode recently. There are fingerprints on the sheets and in the dust.
Okay. Yep, Devil's Horn. Can't pick that up. Observe the painting.
Painting of St. Mark from the collection of the apostles by Guido Rini.
Wonderful. Oh god, I'm not looking forward to this already, I can tell. What's... Oh, more books. Oh, something is there. Hello. It's another sheet.
Amber crystals.
Oh no, apparently it's an amber fragment. You even see what that one was. There's a bed. Good. Honey. Good. Can I not look what's under here? Apparently not.
St.
Oh,
Paul,
you've got a
painted
sword.
by Guido
Painting.
Rini.
You have a sword.
St. Paul is shown holding
This is a
sword.
clue, apparently.
Strange. There's hardly any dust, as if the painting's been cleaned recently. There's a small inscription engraved on the frame. Let's take a closer look. This is how Paul spoke to his pilgrims from Rome. Just above that, someone's written down the figure 11 on the painting and underlined it twice.
Not
What
very
does that
subtle,
mean?
is it? Think about the secret codes. Hang on. Paul and 211s. Is there a saint called Paul? I don't... Epistles of Paul... Oh, which one? Epistles of Romans? Romans. Yeah, he said something about the Romans. 11 twice.
I say then, have they stumbled that they should fall? God forbid, but rather through their fall, salvation is come unto the Gentiles, for to provoke them to jealousy. Oh, wait, a note from Mother is carefully folded between the pages here. What does it say?
Dear E, I'm glad you found this note. I was afraid the code of the two groups of pilgrims would mislead you. Pick up the package. You know where, and hide it where no one will find it. It's imperative. Awaiting your reply, hidden behind the youngest apostle.
What? The youngest apostle? What does Mother mean by that?
What do you think she means by it? Find the painting of the youngest apostle. Not that I really know what the apostles are or how old they are. Nah. So I just have to... Oh god, I didn't even realise there was another one over here. You don't look young.
A drawing of the Apostle Matthew, painted by Guido Rini. He's represented as writing the word of the Lord, transmitted by the Holy Spirit, who appears here in the guise of an angel.
Interesting. Anything interesting on the frame?
There's something else behind this painting. It says, half of each group will join the first city of Corinth. What the hell does that mean?
I don't know. Let's... This is how the town... Okay. I really wish there had been some sort of... Oh, hang on, something here. Coin. I really wish there had been some sort of intermission between the last chapter and this one. Not the last chapter. The last quest. The whole investigating Elizabeth thing. Because I feel like I'd like to cash in on my experience from that quest, get a level up and get some points back, but it's not letting me do that. He doesn't have a beard. He
St.
doesn't have a
John is
beard.
the only apostle painted in this gallery who hasn't got a beard. Hey, wait! That means it's him. He's the youngest apostle. Right. This painting is therefore associated with the answer which E had to give to my mother. Now, I just need to know how to recover the answer.
Observed painting. Scrutinize the frame.
The painting looks like it's been taken down recently. But wasn't my mother said that she would wait for an answer hidden behind the apostle?
Check behind the
Of
painting.
course. There's something written behind the painting. On the second day, the pilgrims will listen to the prophecy of the young apostle. They shall add one companion to their left and 3 to their right to complete their rank. What does it mean?
Have I got to hang paintings?
It's St. John, painted by Guido Rini.
Yes, it is. Think about the code. Oh, no. Okay, let's leave that for now. So, leave. What does it... If you get the package, you know where, hide it. Oh, we can't... You could have added the new message instead of that one again. Corinth. No, Corinth was that thing over there. What was the? I've already forgotten what the message is. What was it? Scrutinize the
On the
frame.
second day,
It just gets to the
pilgrims
on
will
second
listen
day.
to the prophecy of the young apostle. They shall add one companion to their left and 3 to their right to complete their rank. What does it mean?
Which one is this guy again? He's
Saint John, painted
John,
by Guido
okay.
Rini.
so. Does there anything in here about John and the Pilgrims? This is just I'm terrible. Pastoral epistles in the book of John. I don't know. Let's just take
If we
a
say
guess.
that we have no sin, we deceive ourselves, and the truth is not in us.
That's not helpful. John. Oh, there's Revelations 2, John. I don't know which one it is. On the second day, chapter
But
2.
he that hateth his brother is in darkness, and walketh in darkness, and knoweth not whither he goeth, because that darkness hath blinded his eyes.
Okay, that did nothing. Oh my god, why have you put... Okay, this is... Theoretically, this is a really good puzzle, okay? It's also just really annoying. Because there's just so many potential answers. Oh my god, this... Right, let's think.
I guess
Stop
I'll just
reading
come
the
back
book for a
later.
sec.
A few moments later.
In here, is this room literally just exists for the lodestone? Is that all the involvement it has? Oh, there's this painting. Does this painting have something behind its frame?
St. Paul on the Road to Damascus by Caravaggio.
Examine the painting. 2 representations of the same saint.
St. Paul is the only saint to be presented twice in these paintings, contrary to the other apostles. How come?
Interesting
Painting has
question.
been hanging here for a long time. A lot of dust is built up on it.
So
A
it's not
finger
helpful.
has drawn a number in the thin layer of dust. I can read the number 4.
What? Well, that doesn't help me. Okay. Interesting. Not really. I know nothing. I've looked at that one. That frame hasn't. There's
Saint
nothing. There's anything
Paul
more I can
painted
look
by
at here, is
Guido
there?
Rini.
2 faces, the same saint.
Strange. St. Paul is shown twice, unlike the other disciples.
He is
Of
not
the
an
4 apostles
evangelist.
shown in this piece, Paul is the only one who isn't an evangelist. He is the 13th apostle.
What does that have to do with anything? I don't get it. It would be a lot easier if I was more well read in this religion, but I'm not. Even particularly. Observe the painting, look at the frame, look at the frame.
There's nothing worth noticing here.
Well, that's helpful. Inspect the surroundings. Candlestick.
Nothing of value here.
Then why give me the option? Behind
It's
the
too
painting.
cumbersome for me to
Everything's behind the
unhook
painting here.
But judging by the dust, it hasn't been moved for months, if not years.
Inspect the
There
dusty
are
piece of
finger
furniture.
marks, deliberately drawn in the dust. 8 in all.
Okay.
Little
Chest of
characters are
drawers.
engraved on the chest of drawers under the urn. It's a sentence in Hebrew.
I know what that
It
means.
says, "Count in the dust." All right, let's do it.
8. So I'm guessing it's 8 and whatever his name is.
Painting of Saint Mark from the
Oh.
collection of the Apostles by Guido Rini.
Okay. Is there anything else I can do?
Several
What
portraits
about
of
behind here? There's all
apostles,
sorts of paintings
signed by
here.
Guido Rini. It looks like someone touched this commode recently. There are fingerprints on the sheets and in the dust.
Is there a number in the dust? Nope. Okay then. Right. So hang on. There's a 4 in the dust over here and an 8 in the dust over there. Yep, Devil's Wall. I'll pick that up. No Camelite water.
St. Paul on the Road to Damascus by Caravaggio.
You know what? I'm full on Camelite water and there's one right here. Let's use one and just get a freebie. I'm gonna go with the myth is well
The
known.
fierce opponent of the first Christians, St. Paul is suddenly struck by the call of Jesus Christ. and converts. It's the best known conversion in Christian history, which teaches us that even enemies of Christ can be saved, and even become his greatest apostles after finding faith. From what I can recall, the account of his conversion could be found in the epistles to the Galatians, the Philippians, the Corinthians, and the Acts of the Apostles.
But does any of that help me? That's kind of what I was hoping for, and you gave me nothing. Oh boy.
This painting has been hanging here for a long time.
Yeah, I've already checked this, haven't I?
A lot of dust
I'm
has
just going
built
around in
up.
circles now. So
Well,
I've got
finger
Mark
has drawn a
8,
number in the thin
and this
layer
one
of
has something to do with
dust.
4.
I can read the number 4.
This is so confusing. Right, hang on, I gotta pick that up now. So, try 4 for all of those verses he just looked at, but there's so many of them.
20 minutes later.
I was afraid the code of the two groups of pilgrims would mislead you. Okay, so... let me just check what this one has to say again.
There's something else behind this painting. It says, half of each group will join the first city of Corinth. What the hell does that mean?
So if the code of the pilgrims is going to mislead her, does that mean that's a dummy clue? It's a red herring and it's got nothing to do with... I don't need to check the first thing of Corinth at all? Could mean that.
If we have hope in Christ in this life only, we are, of all men, most miserable.
I mean, I can go through them all anyway, just to be sure. I don't want to trial and error my way through this, especially since most of it's just literally picking an
Glorify
option
God
and
in your
boosted
body
out of it.
and in your spirit, which are God's.
Helpful. Not helpful at all. Corinth. Chapter
Now therefore, there is utterly a fault among you, because ye go to law with one another. Why do ye not rather suffer injustice? Why do ye not rather suffer yourselves to be defrauded?
Ah, look. Here's
Oh.
a message.
It is of paramount importance that no one finds it. Watch out for the Prussian. He's on the trail. Let's meet up. I'll leave it to you to organize the rendezvous. Not today. I'm unable to do it. In the meantime, I'll follow the first group to Mark, who will reveal the answer to them. Prussian? Volner?
Okay.
I must have a word with him.
Interesting.
And that first group of pilgrims, how many are there now? If I refer to the chapter I'm reading at the moment, 6.
I actually missed all of that because the subtitles didn't come up and I couldn't hear very well. What did he actually say? Please repeat, Louis. I actually need to hear this information. Corinth 1, what was it? Chapter 6, verse
It is
7.
of paramount importance that no one finds
Yes,
it.
yes.
Watch out for the Prussian. He's on the trail. Let's meet up. I'll leave it to you to organize the rendezvous. Not today. I'm unable to do it. In the meantime, I'll follow the first group to Mark, who will reveal the answer to them. Prussian? Volner? I must have a word with him. And that first group of pilgrims, how many are there now? If I refer to the chapter I'm reading at the moment, 6.
So, Mark 6. Right. Nope, that's the wrong section. Faint Mark. Chapter 6 is not here. Okay, what am I doing wrong? No, that's not it. Right, Act of the Apostles. There's a chapter
Then they
6.
suborned men, which said, We have heard him speak blasphemous words against Moses and against God.
Can I not just literally just shake this book and just have all the pages fall out? That would kind of be more useful to me right now. Paul. No. No.
I guess I'll just come back later.
Mark. Let's have a look at Mark, shall we? Which one's Mark? I think this one's over here is Mark.
Painting of St. Mark from the collection of the Apostles by Guido Reni.
Okay.
There's
Frame.
nothing worth noticing here.
So from here, this is the one that says Mark 8. So should I just go to 8? But she said 6. Well, he says 6. He says he has 6 apostles. Okay, I'm just gonna listen to it one more time because I generally can't hear that well with headphones. I'm just gonna take the headphones off for a second, listen to it properly.
1 hour later.
Her finger marks, deliberately drawn in the dust. 8 in all. That's what the message in Hebrew spoke about. Hebrew 8.
What does that have to do with anything? Why do you specify Hebrew 8? Does that change something? Is there like a Hebrew section of this book? No. Epistle to the Hebrews. Chapter 6, verse 8. Chapter 2, verse 8. I don't know. Oh, wait, hang on. 6. 6 and 8.
But
yeah.
that which beareth thorns and briars is rejected, and is nigh unto cursing, whose end is to be burned. Here's a message.
There are some complications. Indeed, the Prussian is insistent. What's happening at your end? Do you need help? If tonight is not possible, let's say tomorrow evening, in the South Room, where we reviewed the situation. When Paul understood that only the axe counted, he went back on his tracks. I await your confirmation to his left, in the company of the pilgrims that have joined him.
Yeah, this last comment is about their code. I should find new pilgrims near Paul.
Okay. If anyone's wondering if I'm following all this, I'm not. I'm just literally like, oh, numbers. That number's of this thing. So this is Paul.
St. Paul on the Road to Damascus by Caravaggio.
Alright, two
St.
representations of the
Paul
same
is the
saint.
only saint to be presented twice in these paintings, contrary to the other apostles. How come?
Sound
Caravaggio
amazing.
attained a magnificent command of black and the play of colors too. Paul facing an ordeal, the curtains of his illusions being raised, and receives the light from his Savior.
Okay,
This
down in the
painting has been
frame.
hanging here for a long time. A lot of dust is built up on it. While a finger has drawn a number in the thin layer of dust, I can read the number 4.
So I don't think I've used that yet. Okay.
2 hours later.
Remember, let's think
Should
about the
add
fingers.
a companion to their left and 3 to their right to complete their ranks.
So add
I
4.
imagine it applies to their code, the one Mother set up with the pilgrims. What's this? A group of pilgrims who Paul was talking to, and now John is telling them prophecies?
So 1 to the left, 3 to the right. Oh, wait, hang on. And Paul was the only to count when his tracks. I wait your confirmation. He left. Chapter 6 verses 8. Okay, so if I add 1 to the left and 3 to the right, am I looking for chapter 7 verse 11? Is that a thing in any of these? Chapter 7 verse 11. Is that a thing in any of these things to do with Paul? No. No, that's 7 and 14. 7 and 11. I could just be completely on the wrong track. You never know. You never know with this. It's just, it's so many numbers. It's a very clever puzzle. If you're reasonably well versed in what this means, I'm not. It's 7 and 14 again. What about the Pastor? I haven't actually looked at any of these really. James. No. Peter. 7 and 9. It's not quite right. John. No. Revelations to John. No. No. It's not going well. Gospel and Acts of the Apostles. No. 6 and 11. That's close. Nope. Nope. Okay, I thought I was onto something, and... Oh, 7-11.
It came to pass the day after that he went into a city called Nain, and many of his disciples went with him, and much people.
Really? All that work and it was a dud. Okay, I am getting kind of miffed now. Confused. Think about the code.
On
Remember
the
the
second
aforementioned
day,
book.
the pilgrims listened to the prophecy of the young apostle. The prophecy of the young apostle. That was John. And the prophecy mentioned is most likely the book of Revelations according to St. John.
To John and Book of Revelations. I don't understand. I don't even know if that's the right... Am I skipping ahead? Am I doing the wrong thing? Revelations to John. See, this is what's confusing now, because I could just click on these at random.
And the woman was given 2 wings of a great eagle, that she might fly into the wilderness, into her place, where she is nourished for a time, and times, and a half a time, from the face of the serpent. Hey, a new note. It's been folded carefully in the corner of this page. The writing, it's not my mother's. S. I found the book in your effects. I've concealed it where no one can get their hands on it. I can assure you, awaiting your instructions, I will hear your reply like he who hears the angel. Hears the angel? What does that mean?
That one.
Oh, it's probably the place where she was expecting to get the location of the next note.
But I already have that one, don't I? Found a book in your effects, concealed it, Epistles of Paul, Corinth, chapter 6. Okay, yeah, so I have these in the wrong order. Right, so that one I just got is the second set of lines, which took me to the notes about Corinth, which we got. Unable to do it, there's some complications, the Prussian insistent, what's happening at your end, do you need help? If tonight is not possible, let's say tomorrow evening, in the South Room where we reviewed the situation. When Paul understood that only the axe counted, he went back on his tracks. I await your confirmation to his left in the company of the pilgrims that have joined him. Right. I await your confirmations to his left. Paul left. It's so confusing. I don't know. Why can I not look at that thing I used my points on over here?
6 hours later.
When Paul understood that only the axe counted, he went back on his tracks. I await your confirmation to his left, in the company of the pilgrims that have joined him.
Yeah, but this last comment is about their code. I should find new pilgrims near Paul.
But what new pilgrims? I don't get it. There's no new... What does that even mean? There's like a painting here with 4 on it, but there's no other pilgrims. Am I counting how many people are in this painting? I can't see. It's a bad painting. Sorry, but it is. I don't understand. Don't understand any of this. Hebrew.
Thou hast put all things under his feet, for in that he put all in subjection under him. He left nothing that is not put under him.
I'm just gonna try and error it. I'm gonna literally just I'm gonna click on every single goddamn thing. Just
Not
find what the heck this is.
Even as the Gentiles who knew not God.
It'll take me all day. I've nearly been at this for almost an hour now. I don't know how much of this is gonna be edited out. The puzzle was beating
I
me.
say therefore,
I'm just gonna
and
look at
testify
everything.
in the Lord.
Eventually.
And he became very hungry, and would have eaten, but while they were made ready, he fell into a trance. Hey, there's a note here.
I think I've fallen
message
into a
from
trance, but
Mother
I think that's
who-
apparently it now. Is that actually the last thing? Did I do well? Did I do good? You gained 1 point in the cultism. You found your mother's messages in the Bible. Wonderful.
We must leave urgently, but first I absolutely must go beyond the nightmare. Watch out for Volner. He figured out I was avoiding him. Allay suspicion. See you tomorrow evening. Stand ready. For now, let's cease all communication until we meet. Take care of yourself. I suppose this must be the last message. What happened afterward? If it's what I suspect, I fear the worst. What did Mother mean by, I absolutely must go beyond the nightmare?
The nightmare of this
Must
puzzle.
go beyond the nightmare. What does she mean by that?
It's probably allegorical. It's probably literal. I don't know. Allegorical.
Guessing it's a metaphor. I need to figure out what this means.
I had five honey at one point
Mortimer's
in this
getting
room.
his guests
Now
together.
3, 2.
I ought to join them so I don't look suspicious.
I'm so wiped out. I am so wiped out. I've added the Bible's notes in between my thing. I'm a broken person. I am just so utterly... I can't go back. I can't look at my notes anymore. I'm guessing that's it. I'm done. Oh my god. I did not understand my mother's message. What? Oh, hang on. I found all the correspondence between my mother and E. So what did I fail then? What, did I fail saying it's allegorical? What, how am I supposed to know? I got nothing. I had a piece of paper and I just said allegorical or literal, and I didn't think it was a literal nightmare. Okay, whatever you say, game. I'm just... I hate everything right now. I feel like... Would I rather do that puzzle again, or would I actually deal with real Jehovah's Witnesses? I think I'd actually deal with the real Jehovah's Witnesses. Oh, I hate that puzzle. I hated every moment of that. Of everything. Oh boy. Right. Okay. What do? I have to add some points. I got 4 points. I can level up occultism and manipulation and questioning. They all sound pretty decent. I can probably equip a book, and I've got a book on manipulation and a book on... I got books on all of these. 4 points. Just get to... Let's see. Manipulation sounds good. Questioning sounds good. I'll put a point here. And then as soon as it gives me a chance to equip a book, I can get an occultism book and level that up to part 2 as well. This recording is an hour so far already. Just me doing all of that stuff in that tower room. Absolute nightmare. I hate it all. Right. What did I say I want? I want a book in a tragic fate. Yeah, that perfectly describes how I'm feeling right now. Book of occultism. And then any books in vigilance I can get. That would be kind of useful, I guess. Nope, I can't get anything for my vigilance. What else could do with some leveling up? Subterfuge, conviction, etiquette, logic. Any of those would be good choices. It's diversion. I can't think right now. My brain is literally just... I'm just like, John, 6 John, Matthew, Paul, and the Hebrews, and the Romans. And, oh, my brain is just fried now. Completely and utterly fried. I'm gonna get erudition. And... like, diversion seems useful, even if I'm nowhere near to leveling it up. I'll get that. And I'm going to cry now. I've unlocked a trait called the Apprentice. What is this for? Your experience increases by 5%. Read 5 manuscripts. Oh, that's helpful.
It's time I went back and joined everyone in a small salon.
I got some points back as well at last. Is that statue supposed to be sticking out like that?
What's the matter, Louis?
I have news about your sister.
What have you found out?
Oh, okay.
Look,
This may have woke me
I've
up out of
started
the
piecing together
puzzle
the
stupor.
events leading up to my mother's disappearance and your sister's. Did my mother know about your secret?
Yes, even though I belong to the English chapter, her rank in the Order gives her access to a good deal of personal information.
Must have been Emma I saw in my vision.
I was given to understand that my mother and your sister bonded during their stay.
Don't send her on my mother's. Well, I could do that, but I don't know if I trust her or not. Hang on. I don't know how she responds to manipulation either. Let's just say go beyond the nightmare, because that phrase is kind of pretty vague as it is anyway, so I don't think it'll tip her off or
I've got a
anything.
question that might seem a little bit strange.
I'm listening.
If I said go beyond the nightmare, would that ring any bells?
No, means nothing to me. Do you mean literally or figuratively speaking?
I don't even know anymore. Well, apparently that wasn't going to cost me a point, so I guess I'll go literally.
It might be a place, I don't know where, but it's a lead.
You ought to ask His Eminence. He knows the house and its estate very well, being a frequent visitor here.
Thanks for the advice.
Should I speak to her about my vision? If what I saw is true, she might want to take revenge.
Oh boy. Okay, so I said in the last episode this was going to be very awkward if it does turn out to be true. There has to be a servant in the background, doesn't there, just to listen in on this. I don't know if I trust her, but lying about my mother shooting her sister is probably not the best bet either. I think I started back in episode 1. There was a similar situation. It was like, well, this would save me face, but only if she never finds out I'm lying, and I don't have very strong faith that she won't find out. So I'm gonna tell her, and if she hates me and my mother, then so be it. I mean, honestly, right now I'm not particularly fond of Sarah de Richet, despite how much Louis is. So yeah, I'll tell her what happens.
There's something else.
Go
I've
on,
got the
then.
honest traits. Good.
It's about
kind of
your
what I'm
sister.
going for.
I don't know what happened exactly, but it's possible that my mother had a go at her.
That's
I
putting
know,
it mildly.
Louis. I found out that same evening.
Oh,
Well,
really?
thanks for not trying to hide it.
What? Why didn't you tell me?
I didn't know if I could trust you. Now I know I can. It seems that your mother tricked Emma. She apparently asked her to hide an important book, so that even she wouldn't know where it was. And then she shot her like a dog to make sure no one would ever find it again.
Okay. I'm not going to ask her who spoke to her, because I already know she's in cahoots with Holmes, and Holmes was the one that saw it, so do you know
Why
why?
would she do that?
I don't know, Louis, but I'll find out. You can count on that.
I'm
Okay.
sincerely sorry, Emily.
Thank you, Louis. But you do realize your mother will have to accept the consequences of her acts.
That's fair.
There must be an explanation, Emily.
No, shut up,
That's what
Louis.
we shall see. Come, Louis. They're waiting for us.
Okay. Honesty felt like the right choice there. What was the actual trait? What does it actually say? Honesty. Honestly, you told Emily about your doubts over your mother's behavior of Emma. You gain 1 point in logic. Okay, good. Good indeed.
You will pay dearly, Peru. I'm sure you were involved somewhere along the line.
That's right. Pretend you don't know. One piece of advice. Don't travel through France on your way back, or it'll cost you dearly.
Calm now, my friends. Let's calm down. Everyone
take it for
seems
stranger
to
as
be a little
Godoy.
unnecessarily heated. Don't forget where you are, please.
What's going on here exactly?
Sir Gregory called us together to introduce the last guest. But hardly had we arrived when he set upon Monsieur Peru.
Well, I suspect he's Godoy, so
And what
why?
has Mr. Peru done to once again provoke someone's anger?
We don't really know just yet. I get the feeling it won't be long before it gets out.
How could you dare do such a thing? Dios mío, you are all out of your minds.
Really, Duke Manuel? What made you kick up such a fuss?
What? Have you not heard? Well, let me inform you that yesterday morning at 10:22 a.m. precisely, in the middle of the Place de la Révolution in Paris, by decree of the National Convention which Monsieur Peru works for, King Louis was guillotined.
Works for is not the same as
King of
runs.
France is dead, gentlemen. Our monarchies are in danger. I have said it before.
Was that supposed to be like a surprised face from Louis? That wasn't even close. That was just like a, oh, okay. I never really liked the guy anyway.
How dare they?
Oh dear.
They're not French, they don't care. Actually,
Friends,
Washington's not
friends,
French, he
let
doesn't
us
care.
calm down.
Don't pretend to be surprised. You got a fair trial.
Ridiculous. Bastard. He was sentenced to death by 361 votes to 360.
That's a fair trial.
You beheaded a king for one vote. Is that your democracy?
What an
Yes,
obnoxious
that is democratic.
This, anything was possible. This political coup will have grave consequences.
France is lost.
Gentlemen, please. Let us take a step back a moment.
In the name of holiness. He was the highest representative of God in France, Emily.
Again, I just don't care. Calm things down, say things at the consequence of the order. It's not gonna cost me a point, so
Gentlemen,
sure.
Duchess, We're all among people of reputable company here. We should be able to manage the conflicts of our nations in a respectful and orderly manner.
I fully agree with you, sir.
But
That's enough, sir.
with whom do I have the pleasure of speaking?
That was a
Louis
knowing
Rascal
look.
Richer.
Are you related to Sarah de Richer?
Sarah is his mother, Duke. Gentlemen, this news affects us all, but I must ask you to remain calm. It's not the first time history has taken us by surprise.
Why'd you
Let's
capitalize
ensure
history?
that our respective countries are allowed to respond appropriately to this news.
Oh, rest assured. The response will not fall short, my friend.
Good for you. Well, Your Grace, here I was preparing to introduce you as is proper, and you've beaten me to it. I'm delighted that we are all together at last. Our meeting will therefore be able to kick off shortly. I have just a few more little preparations to take care of before you all find out the reason for your presence here. In the meantime, I shall leave you to get to know one another. When you hear the bell, please proceed to the conclave room on my left, behind that door. I'll see you later.
Okay. Well, everybody disperse then. I think so it was Manuel Godoy, yeah, he was the last person I had to fill in here. Manuel Godoy, Secretary of State and head of the Spanish government, a favourite of King Charles IV of Spain. Godoy rapidly climbed the political ranks, the lover of Queen Marie Louise Bourbon of Parma. He attracted the envy of Spanish princes. As Secretary of State, he developed and strengthened the Spanish colonial empire, especially in the Americas. A close friend of Louis XVI, King of France, he worked hard for the king's liberation, but in vain. He served to fuel his resentment of the Republican government of France. Invited by Sir Gregory home, Godoy arrived at Lord Moore's manor with the firm intention of calming the expansionist ideas of the United States of America on their continent. Okay, I was going to ask why, if he's from Spanish descent, does he care so much about the execution of the King of France, but they kind of answered that one for me, so... Interesting. Did I not also, back in episode 1, like, pick up a letter about him? I think, multiple invitation, handkerchiefs, letter from Sarah de Richer. Yeah, that's the one, but I can't read it. That's helpful. What's the point of even giving me a key item like that if I can't do anything with it?
Could you spare a moment, please, sir?
I'm glad you asked. I want to talk to you too.
Of course.
I heard about
I only have
your
one
mother's
chance, seriously.
disappearance.
He looks concerned. I don't know why, but I doubt it's from sympathy
Use the
alone.
devil's root. Let's see what his
See
weaknesses
what he
are.
wants from me.
Any news of her? Have you found her, maybe?
He's vulnerable to questioning. Let's do that. Hang on. Let's use some of this so I don't have to spend points
To
quite
hear
so
you
early.
speak, you seem to know my mother well.
Not really. We met for the first time on this very spot. Some
Very
weeks
easy to
back.
divert, apparently.
We had a very pleasant discussion. She's an exceptionally learned lady with a good head for business. No need for me to tell you that.
I agree.
Did she tell you about our arrangement?
Damn it, I don't know how these. I'm gonna prompt him to talk about it.
Absolutely, but I was hoping that you could tell me more about it.
Well, she was planning to sell me a very old book.
Oh, was
I
she?
will make no secret of the fact that I am passionate about the subject. And when Sarah spoke to me about it, her account literally had me enthralled. I can think of nothing else since. You might have
Okay,
come across
good.
some old books in her belongings, perhaps?
Oh God, speak to him about the mysterious. Well, it's not the book he's after, but sure.
I found one.
Quite old? With locks on every chapter?
Oh no, I'm sorry, sir. This one is the Mysterium Cosmographicum, a book she is particularly fond of.
Oh, no. That's not the one.
Poor man's disgusted. I shouldn't play with his nerves.
Oh, that worked. Okay.
You
I was worried
seem
that
very
ended it.
upset. Is it so important to you, this book?
Well, it's the search of a lifetime. What can I say? Every time
I've run out of
move
Devil's Fruit, quick,
closer
use it
to
again. I'm not above it.
seems to slip away at the last minute. I was very surprised to learn that your mother had it in her possession. I thought it was with a certain von Borchardt in Paris. Do you know him?
There's like 3 options that say no. Let's say...
Indeed.
no.
One of your close friends?
No, not really, but we were close once. Precisely over the case that concerns us now, because he claimed to have the book I'm looking for.
Another dishonest person.
Okay, apparently that was a success.
Can't trust anyone these days, huh?
No, you can't.
I hope I've been able to satisfy your curiosity, Mr. von Volner, and that you succeed in finding what you're looking for.
Oh, and so do I.
And now, what if you told me who you really are working for, instead of keeping up this pretense?
I beg your pardon?
We both know what you're looking for, von Volner. You're the one who von Borchardt was planning to sell it to.
For centuries, all those who have come into contact with the Al-Azif have bitterly regretted it, Monsieur de Richet.
So hang on, I just lied to him about knowing who von Borchardt is, and not really knowing who the book is. And now that the confrontation is over, I'm just going to spill my guts anyway. What? That makes no sense. What was... I don't understand what just happened. Okay, we're continuing.
You are playing a dangerous game.
I know.
Please know that I am working for someone who does not appreciate anyone poking around in his business.
Let me guess.
Oh, really? King of Prussia, Mortimer, Home. I don't know. Well, it's not going to be Mortimer, is it? Emily's working for Holmes. He wants the book. But he is allied to the King of Prussia, so he... That's also a logical guess. I don't know. I'm going with the king.
Your dear king, I should think.
What? You mean Frederick William? Oh, my poor fellow. You are miles away. That stupid, pretentious puppet wields no real power. But
It's a home then.
seeing as you do not wish to be serious, so be it. Good luck to you.
I still feel like I just failed a confrontation there. I've learned nothing. And in fact, all I've done is given him information. But that doesn't feel like a success at all. I feel like I failed. Spectacularly. Oh well. This room, by the way, I think is the room... Is there a fireplace over there? Yeah, I think this is the room where Emily and Jack had their conversation last episode.
Circles on this chest.
Do I have that key? I have the key. Good. For once, I actually have the key to one of these things.
Little space left. I'll retrieve
Oh, go on, elixirs. Really? Of all the things you can give me, that's the one.
Hey,
Let's see, we've got
these
a
look like
book.
pages taken from an ancient encyclopedia.
Wait, don't I already have that? Oh, yes! I finished it! That's where the last pages were. Okay. I think I did get that in one of my other files, and I couldn't figure out why I'd missed the pages and all the other ones. Okay, good. That's a good book I want to equip pretty soon,
Chronicles
actually.
of the Amber Princes. As I recall, Dorkin was my favorite character.
I don't care who your bloody favourite character is. Is it useful for me? Can I equip it? Apparently not. So what was the point of that confrontation then? Like, it said I succeeded, but... What did I actually know? Other than he had some sort of relationship with my mother and is after the book that she had. Which is kind of a given because we read all these warnings about... we read all these warnings basically about the Prussian is on her trail. And then it just said... That was entirely pointless, basically. Collector's coins, I don't care. I know Napoleon's here. Find out more clues about your mother's notes. How exactly am I supposed to find out? Am I supposed to go talk to Piaghi because he's the one that knows the house very well? Probably. Let's go talk to Napoleon. Let's just go and spill my secrets to everybody while I'm busy spilling them to the Prussian. I don't know why I'm calling him the Prussian.
May I speak with you a moment?
May we?
Let's not talk about the nightmare. Let's talk about Godoy.
Godoy.
Well, I'd rather not express any opinion of him.
Why is that?
His reputation is enough for me.
His reputation precedes him. Tell me more. Was this not an opportunity to get to know him better? He doesn't give a damn about his reputation. Oh, this one's not going to cost me anything, so go for it.
This gentleman enjoys people talking about him for too many reasons.
His undeserved titles, more than 10 in just 4 years, and each one more prestigious than the one before.
You don't think he deserves them?
If I had seen him on the battlefield, there might be some doubt. But that is not the case. The Queen would rather not risk losing him, so she consoles him with awards and titles.
So you don't have a very positive opinion?
His coveting French Catalonia does not encourage me to have one.
I understand your point of view.
Yeah, he doesn't like the French nobility, so he was probably happy to hear that the king was dead. Tell me more about the coming conference.
More information about the conference Lord Mortimer spoke of?
Nothing at all. Mortimer is very committed to secrecy when it comes to his conferences. But given the presence of Monsieur Peru and ourselves, I think it must concern France to some extent. Otherwise, I doubt he would have invited 3 Frenchmen to his table, huh?
Okay, I'm not going to ask him about the nightmare. I get the feeling Napoleon
Shall we
is in
meet up
league with
again later?
Mortimer.
Wait, monsieur. Any news of your mother?
Unfortunately not, no.
I hope to speak with her about my deal before I leave. Let me know if you find her. À plus tard, monsieur.
I really wish I could remember my French better. I worked so hard just to get a passing grade in French, and pretty much all of it is now gone, unfortunately. That's how tiring and stressful the experience was. It completely drains me. Hello there, servants. Is there anything interesting you can
What can I do for you, sir? I am
I don't
at your
know.
service day and night.
Are you the same servant I kind of humiliated in the last episode? Yeah, this looks like the same questions and the same servant. Okay, I need to go ahead and find Piagi somewhere. This game doesn't actually tell you where people are. Like if I flip up the pause screen, it won't tell me where to find him anywhere. So I'm kind of just gonna have to wander around until I see him anywhere. Hello, Washington. Do you know where Piagi is? Tell me about
Mr.
Godoy.
President,
Why not? Let's
what
ask
do you think
everyone.
about your counterpart, Duke Manuel?
I'm very surprised he was able to accept Lord Mortimer's invitation, given the political situation in Spain.
What's context? He must have a good...
I wonder what
must have a
promise
good
Lord
reason.
Mortimer could have made to make him agree to come here, given the circumstances.
Who knows?
Well, helpful. Tell me more about the
Mr.
coming
President,
conference.
Can you tell me a little more about the coming conference?
Of course, Louis. That's why we're here. Lord Mortimer, or Sir Gregory, regularly organize meetings like this to put forward major projects.
What do you mean by major projects?
I'd prefer to let Lord Mortimer explain that to you, Louis. Let's say he brings together influential people in order to consider possible actions to undertake to guarantee the future of nations.
Do you know the theme of the conference?
Not in the slightest. None of the guests know the theme before arriving. But you'll see, everything will turn out fine. Don't worry.
Okay, I'm not going to ask him about the nightmare either.
Thank you for your time.
Don't mention it.
He
my
speaks
young
too
friend.
highly of Mortimer. Who do I actually trust in this group? That's a good question. I don't trust Napoleon. I don't trust Washington. I don't know what to say about Godoy. It's really annoying. It won't let me pull up the message from Sarah that we found in the beer, but I think she... Can't go in there. I think she said that Manuel Godoy was a friend, but I don't know if that was just her writing it that way because obviously it was a note and she had to write in code. Maybe Godoy is not her friend at all. I don't know. Is this my room? This is not my room. Or is it?
That's me.
Oh, it is my room. I'm just not allowed in my own room, apparently. Where is Piagi? Is he in his room? He is not. Okay. Is like I don't know where people are. It doesn't tell me. Right, let's look at all the bedrooms. Everyone must be downstairs or something. Oh, well, here's Piagi at the very least, so I can talk to him about what the nightmare thing is.
Ah, Louis. Just the man. Good
Oh boy, what is it?
How did the king come to be executed? I would think that the order would have intervened.
The king was playing with fire. The king made things worse all by himself. Don't insist.
I
don't
invite you to
insist.
speak about it with my mother as soon as she reappears.
Is there any news of her?
Why'd you capitalize any? Why are you
Well, I hope
capitalizing
it
such
won't be
weird
long before I
words?
find her, Your Eminence.
Louis, I'm counting on you.
Yeah,
if
everyone's
you don't
counting on
find
me.
Sarah before my departure, I must ask you to give me back the letter I gave you.
That's fine.
Don't worry about that, Your Eminence.
Now you wanted to speak to me.
I mean, I can give it to you now. I'm pretty sure it's fine. I don't need to ask your opinions because I obviously don't like him. Nobody knows anything about the conference. What about the
When I
nightmare?
say the nightmare to you, does it make you think of anything?
Your question is strange, my son. Difficult to say. Could you at least tell me a little more about the context?
How does he respond to manipulation? I keep going to character thinking it means for characters. No, it's my character. Whereas, Yagi, Giuseppe, I know nothing about what you're weak to or vulnerable to. Go for it. Apparently it won't cost me anything.
And tell me the first thing that comes into your mind when I say...
Oh, apparently he's vulnerable to manipulation. Good, good, good.
Let me think. I'd say Lord Mortimer's favorite painting on the wall behind his desk. You know, that painting caused quite a stir when it was exhibited.
Oh, that
It is
nightmare.
titled
Yeah, I know
The
that painting.
Nightmare, and it shows a woman lying down with a creature sitting on her, and in the background, a horse.
Yep,
I don't
I'm familiar
know
with
if
it.
would be of any help, but I can't think of anything else.
You never know. Thank you for that, though, Your Eminence.
I gotta go and see it just in case, though.
Again, subtitles just cutting out for no reason.
Thank you
Okay,
for everything.
thank you for that.
I shan't take up any more of your time.
You are welcome, my son. I will be seeing you, Louis.
Yeah, sure you are. So yeah, the nightmare, that was a, I don't know who painted it. I only know about it from QI. Sorry, that's where most of my intellectual knowledge comes from, QI. It was a... The creature on her is supposed to be like a witch or something, or it's literal, like the horse in the background is a literal nightmare. They used to say, when you had nightmares, you were hag-ridden. As in, ridden by witches, or in this case, ridden by nightmares, I guess. I didn't actually even notice that was the painting behind him when I talked to him before.
So, what did my mother mean by going beyond the nightmare?
I don't know, probably behind the painting. That's not exactly rocket science or anything, Louis. So yeah, there it is. There's the nightmare. That's the horse in the background, the actual mare itself. I guess that's the witch. I guess, technically.
The nightmare painted by Fuseli in 1781. Ah, this must be what my mother was talking about.
How the heck do I
just
get
need to
behind
find
this?
out what she meant by go beyond. Hey, looks like it's mounted on rails on each side. It should lift up, I think. There must be a mechanism somewhere.
Bookcase is always a bookcase. Is it a book on the bookcase? Yes, it is.
I don't think this book can help me.
Okay, it's not the bookcase. Hello? What was that? Oh, was that the bird? Hello, bird.
A mynah bird.
I don't have anything to feed the bird. I don't think I want to speak to it. The more I talk, the more I... It does actually talk like a parrot, but it's not a parrot. Wait, minor. Hang on. I need a 4-letter word for that chest over here. Hang on. Can I do minor? Is that a word I can use? Also pick some of that up. I can't because it's more golden elixir. I only ever use it when I'm drunk from using too many other items. Or when the game just forces me to be drunk or something.
Which 4-letter word could open this chest?
Minor. Let's see. First letter. There's no M. Okay. Never mind then. Let's have a look for
what
this
have we got here?
mechanism.
It looks like a model of a lock. As if Mortimer is fond of complicating things sometimes. Well, I hope I never have to try and unlock it.
Oh, something's here. Well, that's not very well hidden. Okay.
Aha! I found it.
Oh, you found something.
What on earth is this? A ring lock now? Great. That's all I needed.
Not more puzzles. I still don't know how long the last puzzle took in video, because like real life it took me over an hour definitely, and I'm gonna have to cut that down somewhat. Find the code of the hidden door. Oh, brilliant. Right. Does anything give me a code? Accounts for the year 1792. Food, candles, dress stone, Corinthian marble, wood, stained glass, master paintings, fabric, wine, water, powder. Remember to reduce wood consumption next year. What was it, wood consumption? 9,227 pounds. Okay, I don't suppose by any chance it's that, is it? See, 9. Oh god, let's go all the way down. 9,227. Nope, that was on the right thing. God damn it. There we go. 7. I mean, I don't think wrong answers are gonna punish me, are they? I don't think this game is really capable of doing that. Notice something, watch the rollers, lower the lever. Lower the lever.
Well, I got it wrong. It doesn't matter.
Yes, that's exactly my idea, Louis. It doesn't matter, I can just keep checking different things. Dear Mr. Guido Paletti, I'm writing with regard to the dates of the paintings I sent for you for your temporary exhibition. Please note that they are part of my private collection and are dated according to the Freemasons calendar in use at the time. As you may well have guessed, you must remember to subtract 4,000 years if you don't want the public to be surprised at the dating of the works. I need to remind you that the Freemason year begins in March, not January. Above the Longinus painting, I took the liberty to have the spear touched up so it better corresponds to the actual spear. I cannot urge you strongly enough to do the same for yours. Yours sincerely, Lord William Alexander Mortimer, Marquis of Westfordshire. Okay. Subtracting 4,000 years in a calendar. Do I subtract 4,000 from the wood? Worth a shot. Lower lever.
Well, I got it wrong.
Okay, is the book interesting now? Because he said before the book tells him nothing, but why can I interact with it now and not earlier?
History of the First Crusades by Pierre Amédée de la Salle.
Oh god, he said he liked the Crusades. Which one was it?
All the dates are all wrong. They indicate events that took place in the year 5,000 and something?
Yeah, because of the amazing calendar thing he just said.
Did I miss something?
Yes. He liked the Third Crusade, I think.
The famous call from Pope Gregory VIII in his Audita Tremendi Bull of 5,187. Oh, the crusade where Richard the Lionhearted distinguished himself. It states the first sea blockade of Saint-Jean d'Acre was broken in the 12th month of 5,190 AL, whereas the siege had been going on for 2 years.
Right, so 5187, 5190. Why did it say 5189, 5192? That's different years. Okay. 5187, 5190. I gotta subtract 4,000 years from each of them, so... Shut up, birds! What exactly is the purpose of the bird? Hang on, I've got... What's this?
Let's take a closer look.
Chocolate. No, I don't want to say chocolate. Oh god, hang on. Oh, wait a minute. Well, no. Don't tell me that's an ethical decision. Okay, he speaks. He can tell Mortimer I was here. But if I give him a piece of chocolate, he'll die. Oh, that's an ethical decision. Do I let the bird live to tell Mortimer I'm here, or do I kill the bird to remain anonymous? Oh. If that is an actual decision, that's brilliant. I don't... Oh, no. I can't kill a bird. I'm not that kind of guy. I can't kill animals. What's this? Is this something else? No, it's grapes. No, I'm not going to take the berries either. It's fine. Anyway, code. Right, yes. Something I was actually going to do. So it said it was 5,000, but I have to subtract 4,000 from the years. Hang on. 5, 1... I think it was 5... I think it stays 5. What was the actual year it says? Can I not just make notes of this information somewhere? Why did you let me keep track of all of the
First Crusades
things in the Bible, but you didn't let me keep track of these years?
Strange.
Yes, yes, yes. Just subtract 5,000, Louis. You're a bright lad. I'm sure you can work it out.
Year 5,000 and something?
Yes.
Did I miss something?
You've missed everything, apparently. 5189, 5192. Okay.
The author is Pierre Amédée.
No, I didn't me
None
to
other
press
than the
that.
Grand
Apparently didn't
Master
cost
of
me
the
anything.
Masonic Lodge of Paris. Now I understand why the dates are offset.
I already worked that out for
Using dates
myself.
based on the Anno Lucis, year 0 of the Masonic calendar, by adding 4,000 years to the Gregorian calendar. But I thought that calendar starts in March.
Yes, it does. Okay, now let me carry on with my day, please. Thank you. Right. So 5. I've already forgotten the dates again. Bloody hell. 7. It was 5597, wasn't it? Right. Go.
Well, I got it wrong. It doesn't matter.
No, wait. The second one ended with 90. This was supposed to be 87. Try again.
Well, I got it wrong. It doesn't matter.
Okay, 89. It was weird because the dates he mentioned when you actually clicked on the option weren't the same as the option itself.
Well, I got it wrong. It doesn't matter.
Okay, 90. Yeah, just 90.
Well, I got it wrong. It doesn't matter.
92.
Well, I got it wrong. It doesn't matter.
Okay, what am I doing wrong? Is it not this book? Is it not the Third Crusades? I'm pretty sure it was.
History of the First Crusades by Pierre Amédée de la Salle.
Strange. All the dates are all wrong. They indicate events that took place in the year 5000 and something? Wait, did I miss something?
Third Crusade, 1589, 1592. Oh. Oh, it's not supposed to be a 5. Okay. I got a 5 and there should be a 1. That's where I'm going wrong. Come on, turn back round. Right. Change this. No, that was actually on the right thing for once. 1. And change that back to a 9. We'll just work our way back down all the combinations I just did. Right, 1192.
Well, I got it wrong. It doesn't matter.
I feel like I'm Marek Ishtar in Yu-Gi-Oh! Bridge. 5192. Incorrect answer. 5193. Incorrect answer. 5194.
Doesn't work, damn it.
Oh.
I really thought I was close. 1190. Isn't the right date when you subtract 4000? I must have missed a subtlety.
Probably the part where it said the year starts in March, but I don't understand how that changes this because I'm only entering the year anyway. Right, let's go 89, I think, or 87. 87 and 89, let's try both of those. Come past it again, 87. I'm really worried about that bird now, though.
I got it wrong.
I got the feeling it's going to tattle on me some more. I can kill it with chocolate. I don't want to. Or we can just feed it a berry. Maybe if I do, it'll give me the answer.
Still not working. I get the impression I counted the wrong way. It must be 1 year more then, right?
So 91? Why? Why would it be 91? How does the year starting in March change to 91? I don't get that. What? How did that happen?
Open sesame.
Oh god, that's a big room. That's a huge room. I mean, say what you like, he's got a very fancy combination system. Oh god, this place is huge. Oh boy. Mother, couldn't you have been a bit more clear about what the next clue is?
Let's see what you've been hiding, Lord Murderer.
Well, I will, but I think I'll do it in the next episode. I don't know how long the first puzzle took me in episode, so I think I'm just safe to end it here. Next episode, we'll be looking through this ridiculously big room and see if I can find anything. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time, guys. Bye-bye.